For Micron to make good on its promised 50,000 jobs, related companies have to follow. News Channel 9's Andrew Donovan explains how pending federal funding could help make it easier.
With gas and electric built in, Harbor Lights Business Park on Route 31 in Madison County has been ready for 20 years. But so much time has passed, it's no longer considered up to date, a turnoff for prospective companies.
The one question they ask, are your wetlands mitigated? We said we haven't done that recently. They're not up to date. They folded up the book and they were out that fast.
Funding to ready this site and dozens of others in central New York is the goal of bipartisan legislation supported by the Senate Majority Leader in town to tout it.
They don't want to wait 3 years and say, well, maybe they'll get water, maybe they'll get sewer.
We're in Madison County, but this is the same Route 31 that runs to the town of Clay. This will pass by Micron about 15 miles west. It shows how Micron spin-off companies can create industrial corridors through central New York.
My dream is to make upstate New York the center of high-end manufacturing and particularly chip manufacturing in the country, and we're on the road to doing that. But that means we need these sites ready to go.
Think of the tooling companies, the tools you need in the buildings to actually make the microchip. Those companies are going to be here, right? There's gas and chemical companies that you need. There's light manufacturing that comes with that. There's logistics companies that want to all be here.
Governments working together to give them one more reason. In Madison County, Andrew Donovan, News Channel 9.
The $100 million a year allocated by the federal government's Economic Development Administration will be voted on in September. A classic boat is a total loss after exploding while being worked on by a mechanic. These are photos sent to us by a News Channel 9 viewer, Karen Kraft. The sheriff's office says the flames from the 1964 Richardson Cabin Cruiser quickly spread to the boathouse just off Comstock Road in Brewerton. The call went out right around 2:45 this afternoon. According to 911 dispatchers, Brewerton brought in its fireboat to battle these flames. Thankfully, the mechanic got out okay. Investigators think fumes may have ignited the boat. The investigation is ongoing. Millions of Americans are waiting on a Supreme Court decision about the fate of President Biden's plan to wipe out or reduce student loan debt. While in town, Senator Chuck Schumer says there are multiple options on the table depending on their decision.
The administration is looking at ways to extend the student loan program. We have to wait for the court decision. But so many kids have so much of a burden. And to take some of that burden off their backs is, I think, really helps our economy and helps them prosper and grow into good, strong families.
And regardless of the high court's ruling, loan payments